Hi everyone, today we're going to discuss what your sleeping style reflects about you. Before we begin, thanks for visiting Happiness Within channel. Here we will teach you the best tips, tricks, and hacks that you can use in your daily life. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated for the upcoming videos. Now, let's get started. Number 1. The log. Do you sleep with your arms glued to your body at your side? It's called the log position. Now, although it looks very awkward, in reality, the world's second most common sleeping position. Around 15% of all people sleep like a log every night. The log is a perfect style for your neck and back as you're sleeping on your side with your arms straight, holding your body in its natural form. Thus, it reduces the likeliness of snoring and sleeping apnea. But loggers are vulnerable to developing pain and numbness in their shoulder. And what sort of people sleep in this position? Well, this is a rigid and tedious position. However, loggers are the polar opposite. Loggers are social butterflies. They are polite and easygoing people, attracting introverts, extroverts, and everyone in between. Loggers are friendly and chatty. They are loyal and optimistic. Loggers have one frequent issue, however. They seem to be very naive or deluded. Loggers want to find the best in everyone, even though it often bites them in the back. Number 2. The zombie. The log and zombie are pretty close. Rather than sleeping with your arms at your side, zombies stretch both their arms out at the front. Lying in bed like a zombie is a very relaxing position for your body, just like the log. Helps maintain the natural form of your neck and back while opening your chest since you don't sleep on your arms at all now. Zombies occasionally encounter arm numbness or shoulder discomfort. And although the zombie and logs are identical types of sleeping, they show two entirely different types of personalities. Zombies can be all shy or quiet, where logs are warm and accepting. They're self-deprecating and optimistic, but they're always wary of new people. They're always going to take some time to really open up. Zombies make caution and thoughtful choices with friends, and in general, they pick deliberately. But once they perform their background research, they make great acquaintances and trustworthy colleagues. Zombies' biggest vulnerability is their ego. Often, they may be somewhat impatient, but generally, they are generously nice and honest people. Number 3. The baby. Do you wrap up yourself in a ball to sleep? The baby is indeed the world's most popular sleeping position. Each night, about 41% of people wrap their legs to their chest. This is nearly half the whole population. This is particularly popular among females. In reality, women sleep in this style twice as much as men. The baby represents the person who really is tender from the inside and strong from the outside. They lie in a wrapped up style since they want to feel protected and relaxed. In those sleeping positions, you may have identified a running pattern. The demeanor of a sleeper responds antagonistically to the manner they sleep well in. So, what is the reason? In those 8 hours of unconsciousness, we are highly susceptible. So even though you are a strong and powerful person all throughout the day, whenever it's time to go to bed, you curl up like a baby. Number 4. The pillow hugger. The pillow huggers are the most effective on our list of sleepers. Their style is just like the zombie, but there's one big exception. Rather than stretching your arms straight in front of you, you curl them around the pillow. The pillow whitens your chest and gives you something soft to hold on to. Also, the position stabilizes your shoulders and neck and helps you breathe easily throughout the night. This is number 1 reason as to why people do not experience numbness of pain in the shoulder. Yeah, who knew one pillow can make such a huge difference? Like the fetal position sleepers, pillow huggers are solitary and careful. They hide their nerves by hugging something gentle and squishy instead of holding on to themselves. Pillow huggers are also the sweetest sleepers in partnerships. They keep their companions close all night, loving the warmth of their bodies together. In reality, pillow huggers aren't really like zombies. They're one of the most empathetic personalities. It takes some time to win their goodwill, but when you actually do, they're perhaps one of the most loving and compassionate people. Number 5. The face plants. We have so far only talked about people who lie on their side, but several sleepers prefer sleeping flat on their stomach. The face plant is mainly common among men since it's painful for many women and even their bodies appear to agree. This is the most uncomfortable sleeping position. They lie with their face down with their stomach flat against the bed and their limbs shifted back against the pillow. This posture pushes your back to arch, causing undue tension all across their backbone in the nighttime. But what's worse is the pressure on their neck. They bend their head to the side so that they can inhale and exhale easily. This causes extreme aching and pressure in your neck's muscle, pulling you into an uncomfortable pose for hours. Most facial planners wake up the next morning quite exhausted since their body is trapped in an uncomfortable position. And what is the average fate planner's character? Well, they appear to be open to new ideas and sociable. They spend considerably amount of time outside and don't really worry about getting their hands dirty. All in all, they're optimistic, prideful, and outspoken. And they are also perfect leaders. Well, if their back and neck don't hurt from this position. Number 6. The twist. The twist is a mix of the face plant and the pillow hugger. You have to shift your body around 3/4 ways to sleep in this position. You're not sideways, but you're not necessarily rest on your stomach too. Many twisters sleep with one leg up and bend it as they will be curling into a ball. Their lower arm coils under their pillow and their upper arm extends to the front just like the zombie. This posture seems to be very stressful to your body, just like the face plant. It increases the likeliness of back pain greatly because the body stays in a cramped pose throughout the night. It also causes soreness and discomfort by bringing your arms up underneath the pillow, placing enormous strain on your delicate muscles in your shoulders and neck. So, if any of this wasn't terrible news, your chest and airways are stretched by the twist, restricting your lungs as you sleep. Given the awkward sleeping patterns, twisters are transparent and lively individuals. Their friendly characteristics make them perfect companions for just about any event. In life, twisters are risk takers and free-spirited. They are open to try new ideas that might scare 90% of people, but they are not usually the life of the party. In professional contexts, twisters are nervous, cautious, and protective. They are trusted colleagues who understand when to be critical and when to have adventure. Number 7. The coffin. It's yet another unusual sleeping style. The coffin appears exactly like it sounds, keeping your arms at your side and your legs straight. You lie flat on your back. The coffin's biggest downside is snoring. It restricts your throat, which magnifies your snoring. But for the rest of the body, this position is perfect. Most people are encouraged to sleep in this pose after neck and back accidents, as it relieves pain in the backbone. And this is why sleepers in the coffin sleep comfortably, even though they're a little too loud. Back sleepers typically match their sleeping style persona, and sleep in an everyday world, they're tidy and orderly. The typical sleeper on the coffin is critical and rational. A conscientious attitude tends to make them quite constant and reliable in professional environments. Coffin sleepers are not the livest in social settings, but they have rich inner lives and love spending plenty of time alone. Number 8. The starfish. Although the starfish is somewhat close to the coffin, but it reveals an entirely different nature. Coffin sleepers are unusual, but it's much harder to spot a starfish. Starfish lie still on their back, but spread their arms and legs out as far as possible. Starfish actually take massive amount of bed space, making them one of the most difficult companions to spend the night alongside. This poses pleasure for your back and gentle on your heart. However, starfish are noisy and snore often. They choose to live well outside the box. They possess distinct and unusual qualities and well, they enjoy it. Although starfish can somewhat be a challenge to tackle, once you get to know their personalities and peculiarities, they make great friends. They are polite, cheerful, and support the ones they love and care about. They're happy to listen in any situation. They are involved in their relationships and demonstrate incredible commitment. If you know a starfish, you made a good friend. Number 9. Freestyle. Do you recognize various positions you sleep in? Does your style shift one after the other night? Sleepers in the freestyle are much more usual than you could ever assume. Around 50% of people shift body positions or more times throughout the night. Now, while this exercise is great for you and reduces muscle pain and pressure, your sleep is disturbed. These people are anxious. They frequently wake up in the middle of the night, which tends to make getting a good night's sleep difficult. They're a wild card personality. They can be extremely anxious and uncertain, other times they're creative and confident. You never fully understand what you're in for with a freestyle sleeper because you just don't realize what role they'll end up choosing. So, which one of these positions are you using? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video to be helpful, then don't forget to leave a like and share with your friends and family. We have more interesting and beneficial videos on our channel, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. And remember, find happiness within yourself.